Hey guys, so the big question is Elon Musk trying to crash the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets with his tweets? And I'm actually going to show you how much power this man holds, just one man, in the palm of his hand, okay, without a shadow of a doubt. And you see these charts and what I've done with them, you can't deny it, okay? There's just no way, any other way to look at this. And what's even crazier is how other billionaires are trying to step in on Twitter to stop him, and they're having zero effect on what he's able to do. They just don't have that kind of pull, that power, that sway, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to tell you exactly what I think he's doing and why he is continuing to do this. And it's actually ingenious, to be honest with you. I always call him a mad scientist, but if it is what he's doing, hey, you know, and you got that much power, not that I condone it, but in a way, why not do it, right? And so, as you can see, unless you've been on vacation or something or in a coma, you know, these are the tweets that have been coming out. And of course, you know, one of the big ones was how Tesla is not going to be accepting any Bitcoin anymore for the transactions because all the energy it uses, blah, blah, blah. But he did confirm they are not selling any Bitcoin either. And then you see, you know, Mark Cuban tried to step in here and he actually gave facts. And I've read these articles he put out about how Elon Musk basically is wrong, and it actually is good for the environment and will help the environment by actually replacing gold. And so that had no effect at all to stop the sell-off of Bitcoin. And then later on, you know, Elon Musk sends Bitcoin tumbling even more with a one-word tweet. And basically this is the tweet right here, which is, you know, Mr. Whale comes up and says, hey, Bitcoins are going to slap themselves next quarter when they find out Tesla dumped the rest of their holdings in Bitcoin. And then of course Elon Musk says one word, indeed. All right, and that was 18 hours ago. And just to show you the kind of power this guy holds here in his tweets, on January 29th, you can see on the chart right here, he sends out a tweet just saying, in retrospect, it was inevitable, talking about Bitcoin. And as it starts to move up on February 1st, he goes ahead and really puts the fuel to the fire by saying, on the verge of getting broad acceptance, and that he was a little slow on the uptake, that he talks about how the financial institutions are starting to accept it, and he wish he would have bought in 8 years ago. Of course, it starts going to the moon after that. Then on March 12th, it's gone up a lot. So he starts comparing it to his tunneling company, and he says Bitcoin is an anagram of TBC, the boring company. What a coincidence. Obviously, the thing starts to tank after that. Then on March 24th, this is the big one right here, when it starts to really sink. He says, oh, you can now buy Tesla with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, not converted to fiat currency. This sends Bitcoin all the way to an all-time new high. Then we fast forward to May 11th. Then he comes out and he puts out a survey on his Twitter account. He says, do you want Tesla to accept Doge? And then on May 12th, the very next day, he says Tesla will no longer accept Bitcoin as a payment, and energy usage trend over past few months is insane. And of course, these two tweets kind of help send the cryptocurrency down huge, as you can see. And so it could be a coincidence when he sends those tweets out how this cryptocurrency moves. Very well could be. It's got a big market cap and stuff, but I don't think it helps, and I think he very well knows that, and he's a smart man. He knows when to send this stuff out. And so, you know, just to show you, it's not just Bitcoin. I mean, look at Doge, okay? Let's look at this chart and look when he sends these tweets out and what it does to this cryptocurrency. And then we start on February 4th, where he tweets out, Dogecoin is the people's crypto. And then, of course, it surges more than 60%. Then we fast forward to April 1st. He tweets out, SpaceX is going to put a literal Dogecoin on the literal moon. This sends it slowly rising, but of course, as he always does, as he sees it going, April 15th, he puts more fuel in the fire by saying Doge barking at the moon. Again, it takes off even more. Then you got April 28th. He tweets out Doge father SNL May 8th. And of course, he's the Doge father, of course. That sends it another 100% up. Now, of course, it's run up a lot. He has to bring it back down. So he tweets out cryptocurrency is promising, but please invest with caution. And it tanks after that. But of course, he can't leave it alone now that it's come down so much. So on May 11th, he tweets out, do you want Tesla to accept Doge? Which of course he puts out the survey on his Twitter account, which of course the majority of people said yes. That sends it absolutely skyrocketing as people are thinking, wow, they're going to accept Doge, because now, of course, on May 12th, especially when he sends out they're not accepting Bitcoin anymore, that really put more fuel in the fire. And so the bigger question is, why is he doing this? Why do they keep sending these tweets out, right? Because to have a guy to have that much power in the palm of his hand where that phone goes, right? Just send a tweet out like that and have that kind of effect. I mean, to me it's dangerous, but why is he doing it? Why is all of a sudden he's shifting from Bitcoin? Like he didn't know it took a lot of energy to mine Bitcoin. He knew that. He's a smart guy and he's surrounded by smart people. He's done that for a long time. And so I think there's a couple reasons for this, okay? First of all, look at the market cap of Bitcoin. It sits here at $1 trillion. Now it's gone down after those tweets and everything else. The sell-off has happened. But it is hard to move a cryptocurrency, or anything for that matter, when you have a $1 trillion market cap, okay? But then look at Doge. Look at where that market cap sits. Much lower, around $6 billion. And then you look at Cardano. Cardano's sitting around $70 billion. And not to mention, these two, Doge and Cardano, they're just getting started, right? I mean, these things could take off and absolutely skyrocket to the moon, if you like to put in his tweets. So imagine if you start accepting these two, or any other like it, at that price, what's going to happen in the coming years? They're going to appreciate and skyrocket. You see how fast these can move, right? And obviously, so when they start selling these, you're talking about a boatload, millions, if not billions of dollars they'll make, right, off accepting either one of these or multiple of these. And also what they keep on their balance sheet. Boy, it's going to make the balance sheet look a whole lot better, isn't it? And so that's one reason to look at what he's doing. And the other reason is, think about this. If a Tesla costs $60,000 exactly and Bitcoin's sitting at $60,000, how many coins do you get? You get one. If you're able to manipulate and push Bitcoin down to say 30,000, now how many do you get? You get two. What happens over time with Bitcoin? It appreciates, right? Especially as the halvings go on, there's going to be less in circulation, which should theoretically drive the price up even more. So that's another way to think about it. Am I, saying that's what he's doing? Makes sense to me from a business perspective as far as ethical and legal. I don't know about that. That's up to you or the lawyers or SEC or whoever to jump in and talk about that. But from a business perspective, it makes total sense, But the bigger question is, also, is this dangerous? Absolutely it's dangerous. I mean, have you ever seen, that much power in one man's hand or one woman's hand work out well for any country, anybody? No, not at all, right? Because right now, if you're in Doge, you're probably happy, even though, the bad thing is I got people in my own community here, which you can join if you want to hit the link down the bottom down there and come over, talking about how they're investing in crypto just based off tweets or anticipation of tweets. I mean, that's not good, right? Because, you'll be happy if you're riding it up, but if he sends out tweets that sends it spiraling 50 to 60% down, you're not going to be very happy. Plus, you're going to be a lot more hesitant to even get in, right? If a tweet can send it down this way. And plus, with other billionaires trying to send their tweets out to basically combat what he's saying, that's not doing any good. It's not stopping them a bit, right? They don't have any pull like that. Nobody's listening to them. Elon kind of has like a cult-like following, but he definitely has that persona, right? He has like, I forget how many followers on Twitter, but it's a lot. And so, that's just, it's not good to me that he's doing that. This guy right here, he loves his power. You can tell it, right? And maybe he gets bored and says, I'll send a tweet out just to see what it does. And so it seems to be what's happening. But the other thing you're going to look at is if this keeps going on for a certain amount of time, higher officials are going to step in. This is what's going to cause regulation to come even faster. Stuff like this is not good for the market. And so, I'm into crypto. I want to stay in crypto. And I don't know. I'm welcoming regulation in a way because of things like this, and then obviously not welcoming regulation in a way for other reasons. And so let me know what you're doing in the comments. Let me know what you think about his tweets. And, I understand people are going to say, yeah, there's other things driving Bitcoin and Doge. No doubt. And it could be a coincidence. Like I said, these tweets just happen to be at that time when you see them moving up or down and stuff. I don't really believe in coincidences. And so that's kind of where I'm at. And if you got anything out of this, if you hadn't already, hit that like and subscribe button for me, guys. I really appreciate that. And I'll end up seeing you later on tonight. But hey, if you want to end up getting into some crypto, don't forget to use that affiliate link in the description down there to open an account with BlockFi and earn up to $250 of free Bitcoin depending on your initial deposit, and also earn interest on all your cryptocurrencies, and also apply for the very popular credit card where you can also earn different types of rewards and free crypto as well, and also take loans out on your cryptocurrency at a very reasonable interest rate.